You've been asking for a sign, and now you are here. This is not a coincidence. It never was. Every moment, every thought, every struggle that brought you to this exact place was always leading to this. You have been searching, yearning for an answer that feels real, something deeper than empty words and passing encouragements. And so I have called you, not because you are lost, but because you are ready to see what has always been in front of you. You have felt it, haven't you? That unshakable sense that there is more, that something is moving beneath the surface of your life, just beyond your reach. But the noise of the world has tried to drown it out, keeping you distracted, keeping you restless. You have been waiting for clarity, but clarity does not come from the outside. It is not found in another person's approval, in a perfect plan, or in the certainty you crave. It is found in the stillness where I have always been speaking to you. There were times you doubted if I was even listening, if your prayers disappeared into the silence, but I have never been absent. I have never ignored you. Every delay, every closed door, every painful moment you thought was rejection, was actually redirection. You have been protected in ways you cannot yet understand. You have been delayed because the time was not yet right. But now, the time is near. That is why you are here. Do not resist what is unfolding before you. I know you have tried to control it, to force outcomes, to make sense of things that were never meant to fit into your understanding. But you do not have to carry that burden anymore. You do not have to keep searching for a sign when I have already placed the answer inside of you. You are standing at the edge of something greater than you imagined, and I am guiding you forward. So listen closely, because this is your moment. The next step is not about waiting for another confirmation. It is about trusting what you already know deep within you. The shift you have felt, the pull towards something greater, is not random. It is me. It has always been me, and I am calling you to step into what you were always meant to become. I have seen your struggles. Every tear you have wiped away in silence, every night you have laid awake turning over questions with no answers. I was there. You have carried burdens that no one else can see, smiled through pain that no one else could understand. But I have understood. I have felt it all with you. You were never alone, not in your quiet suffering, not in your moments of doubt. Even when you thought I was distant, I was holding you closer than ever. You have asked why life has felt so heavy, why the weight of uncertainty presses against your chest when all you want is peace. But peace is not the absence of struggle. Peace is knowing that struggle does not define you. The things that have tried to break you, the battles you thought would consume you, have only been shaping you into something stronger. You are not weak for feeling weary. You are not failing just because the path has been hard. Growth is painful, but it is proof that you are alive, proof that you are still moving forward even when you cannot see the destination. I know you have questioned your purpose. You have wondered if all of this has meaning, if there is something more waiting beyond the trials you face, and I am telling you now, there is. The things you have endured were not in vain. The moments that tested your faith were not punishments, but preparations. You are being refined, not forgotten. What once felt like a storm meant to destroy you is now clearing the way for something new. The struggle is not the end of your story, it is the turning point. So do not mistake silence for abandonment. I have not left you. I have been speaking in ways you did not expect, moving in ways you could not yet see. You are being led, even when you feel lost. The answers are coming, the breakthrough is closer than you think, and what is ahead of you is far greater than what is behind. I need you to trust this, even when your heart feels heavy. Especially then. Hold on. I am not finished with you yet. What you have endured is not where your story ends. The things that have weighed on you, the fears that have kept you awake, they are already beginning to lose their power. Keep walking. Keep believing. I am with you, and I always have been. You will see it soon. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is coming. You have felt it, haven't you? That stirring in your spirit, the quiet sense that something is shifting, even if you cannot yet see it. It has been building in the unseen, moving in ways beyond your understanding, preparing itself to unfold at the right time. And now that time is near. You are closer than you think, closer than your doubt allows you to believe. The waiting has not been for nothing. The silence has not been empty. I have been working in the delay. I know how hard it has been to keep faith when nothing seems to change. The days have blurred together, and you have wondered if I have forgotten you, if the promises you once believed were only hopeful illusions. But I do not forget. I do not abandon. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass, not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. Trust that even the waiting has served a purpose. The doors that did not open, the paths that led to dead ends, they were not rejections. They were redirections, leading you towards something greater than what you had planned for yourself. You have been growing in the waiting, though you may not see it yet. The strength you needed, the wisdom you lacked, the faith that was once shaky, all of it has been forming in the silence. I have been preparing you to receive what you have been asking for, because a blessing given too soon can feel like a burden. A destiny stepped into unprepared can feel like destruction. But you are not the same person who first began this journey. You are becoming ready. That is why the shift has begun. When the breakthrough comes, it may not look the way you expect. It may not arrive with flashing signs or grand announcements. It may come quietly, like a whisper. It may come in the form of a door you once overlooked, or an opportunity disguised as a challenge. But you will know, your spirit will recognize it. And when that moment arrives, do not hesitate. Do not shrink back in fear, doubting whether you are worthy, whether you are capable. Step forward. Take hold of what is being given to you. You have waited long enough. You have carried the weight of uncertainty long enough. Now is the time to prepare your heart, to steady your mind, to open your hands for what is coming. The breakthrough is not just on its way. It has already begun. Trust me, keep moving. You are stepping into something greater than you imagined. This is the moment you have been waiting for. The answer, the guidance, the confirmation, you will find it here. Not in the noise of the world, not in the opinions of others, but in the truth I have placed before you. You have searched for something real, something deeper, something that speaks to the very core of who you are. And now I ask you to listen, not just with your ears, but with your spirit. For the words I give you now are not just words. They are life. They are the key you have been looking for. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. These words hold more power than you realize. You have been restless, chasing answers, trying to fix things, trying to make sense of what seems beyond understanding. But I am not found in the chaos. I am not found in the worry. I am found in stillness. I am found in surrender. I am found in the quiet place where you let go of the need to control and simply trust that I am who I say I am. Stop striving. Stop doubting. Be still. And know. I know it is hard for you to let go. You have spent so much of your life feeling the weight of responsibility, carrying things that were never yours to carry. But do you see? The more you try to control, the more exhausted you become. That is not the life I have for you. That is not the freedom I created you to walk in. You were never meant to hold everything together. You were meant to walk with me, to trust me, to lean on me when the road ahead is unclear. You have asked for direction, and I am giving it to you now. Do not look for signs in the sky when I have already spoken truth into your heart. The answer is not in the world's distractions, not in the fear that whispers in the back of your mind. It is here, in this moment, in these words. Be still, and know. When you surrender, you will see. When you let go, the path will become clear. I am not hiding from you. I have been waiting for you to stop running, to stop striving, to simply be in my presence. So rest. Let the weight fall from your shoulders. You do not have to have all the answers. You do not have to see the whole picture. I see it. I know the way. And I will lead you there, step by step. Trust me. Be still, and know that I am God. You have been holding on to things that no longer serve you. Fear, doubt, guilt, the weight of past mistakes, the voices of others that have shaped your identity in ways I never intended. You carry these things as if they define you, as if they are part of who you are, but they are not. They are chains, chains that I never placed upon you. And now, I am asking you to let them go. Not because you are being punished, not because you have failed, but because you are meant to be free. You keep praying for change, for breakthrough, for the next step, but I cannot fill hands that are already full. I cannot pour new blessings into a heart still clinging to the past. You must release what is no longer meant for you. Some doors have closed because they were not leading where you needed to go. Some people have left because they were not meant to walk the next part of this journey with you. Do not grieve what I have removed. Trust that if it was meant to stay, it would have. I know you are afraid. I know there is comfort in the familiar, even when the familiar is hurting you. But I did not create you to live in cycles of fear. I did not call you to keep shrinking yourself, to keep hiding from the life I have prepared for you. There is something greater ahead, something beyond what you have imagined. But you cannot step into it while holding on to what is behind you. You must choose the weight of the past or the freedom of the future. You have tried to carry both, but it has exhausted you. That is why you feel stuck. That is why no matter how much you push forward, something keeps pulling you back. It is not that I have been withholding from you, it is that I have been waiting for you to open your hands, waiting for you to trust me enough to release the things that are only keeping you bound. What I have for you requires empty hands and an open heart. So let go. Let go of the version of yourself that was built on fear. Let go of the need to control what was never yours to control. Let go of the lies that tell you you're not enough, that you're unworthy, that your past defines you. It does not. I do, and I have called you chosen. I have called you loved. I have called you mine. Walk forward. Do not look back. What I have for you is far greater than anything you are leaving behind. There have been forces working against you, trying to break you, trying to make you believe that you are alone in this battle. The enemy has whispered lies into your mind, feeding your fears, making you question your worth, your strength, your purpose. He has tried to convince you that you are powerless, that you are stuck, that things will never change. But hear me now. He will fail. Every attack, every setback, every storm meant to destroy you will only serve to strengthen what I have placed within you. What was meant to harm you will be turned for your good. You have felt the weight of this battle, the exhaustion, the heaviness, the moments where you wanted to give up. I have seen it all. I have seen the silent fights no one else knows about, the inner wars that have left you weary. But you are still standing, you are still here, and that alone is proof that the enemy has not won. He tried to break you, but you did not break. He tried to silence you, but you still have a voice. He tried to steal your hope, but even in your darkest moments, something in you refused to let go. That was me, holding you together. Do you not see? If the enemy thought you were weak, he would have left you alone. The attacks on your life are not a sign of your failure, but of your significance. He fights hardest against those who are dangerous to his plans. And you, my child, are a threat to fear, a threat to darkness, a threat to every lie that has tried to keep you small. That is why he has tried so hard to stop you. But he cannot stop what I have set in motion. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No attack will succeed. I have already given you the victory. The enemy only has power where you allow him to have it. Fear is his weapon, but faith is yours. Lies are his language, but truth is yours. He thrives in your doubt, but he flees when you stand in who you are. So Stian, do not shrink back. Do not let the battles of the past convince you that you are not strong enough for what is ahead. You were made for this. You were built to overcome. You are not fighting for victory. You are fighting from victory. The battle has already been won. So walk forward with courage. Let the enemy see that he did not break you, that his attacks did not destroy you. You are stronger than you think. You are covered, protected, anointed for something greater than you can imagine. I am with you. I go before you, and I will not let you fall. No matter what comes against you, you will rise, and the very thing that was meant to stop you will become the testimony that sets others free. You have spent so much of your life wondering why you are here, searching for a purpose that feels just out of reach. You have questioned if you are meant for something more, if your existence carries a weight beyond the routine of daily life. And I am telling you now, it does. You were not placed on this earth to simply survive, to move through the motions without meaning. You were created with intention, with a purpose greater than you can yet comprehend. There is something within you, something I have placed there that the world needs. The reason you have felt restless, the reason no amount of success or validation has ever truly satisfied you, is because your purpose is not found in those things. Your calling is not built on what others expect of you, nor is it limited by what you think you are capable of. It is bigger than that. It is divine. It is the reason you have been drawn to certain things, the reason some dreams refuse to leave you no matter how much time passes. What you carry is not ordinary, because you are not ordinary. You were made to impact, to transform, to bring light where there is darkness. But you must understand this. Purpose is not something you wait for, it is something you step into. Too many times you have held yourself back, waiting for a moment when you feel fully ready, fully confident, fully sure. But if you wait for that moment, you will never move. Purpose is not about perfection, it is about trust. Trusting that what I have placed inside of you is enough. trusting that even in uncertainty, I am guiding you, trusting that what I have called you to, I have already equipped you for. Do not be afraid of the weight of your calling. It is not a burden, it is a gift. And the very things you have walked through, the pain, the struggles, the lessons, have all been preparing you for it. Nothing has been wasted. Every experience, every tear, every triumph has shaped you into who you need to be for what is coming next. You were not meant to live a small life. You were not meant to blend in, to settle, to stay where it is comfortable. You were meant to rise, to step forward, to become all that I have designed you to be. The world needs what is inside of you. Do not let fear convince you that you are not ready. Do not let doubt tell you that someone else would be better suited for the task. If I placed this purpose within you, it is because only you can fulfill it. So step forward. Walk in the authority I have given you. There is more ahead of you than you have imagined, and it is time to claim it. You were made for more, and now it is time to step into it. Stay close to me. The road ahead is unfolding, and what I have prepared for you is already in motion. You may not see every piece falling into place, but trust that they are. The things you have prayed for, the changes you have longed for, the healing, the restoration. It is all coming together in ways beyond what you can imagine. But you must remain close. Do not allow distractions to pull you away. Do not let doubt cloud what I have already confirmed in your spirit. The closer you stay, the clearer the path will become. There will be moments when fear tries to creep in, when the uncertainty tempts you to turn back to what is familiar. But I have not called you to what is safe. I have called you to what is greater. And I do not lead where I will not provide. Every resource, every answer, every bit of strength you need is already on its way to you. Do not worry about how it will happen. That is not your burden to carry. Your only task is to keep walking, to keep trusting, to keep moving forward even when you do not yet see the full picture. You will soon realize that nothing was ever delayed, only perfectly timed. What you thought was lost, what you thought had passed you by was never gone. It was simply being aligned with my purpose for you. The connections, the opportunities, the doors that seem to open effortlessly, they are not accidents. They are the evidence of my hand at work in your life. You do not have to force what I have already planned. You do not have to chase what was always meant to find you. But you must stay near. The world will try to pull you away with distractions, with noise, with illusions of success that do not satisfy the soul. Do not trade what is eternal for what is temporary. Keep your spirit anchored in me, and you will lack nothing. Keep your heart open, and you will recognize my voice in ways you never have before. There is a deepening happening, a strengthening of your faith, a sharpening of your vision. And soon, you will understand why you had to go through what you did. This is only the beginning. What I have started in you, I will finish. What I have promised, I will fulfill. The blessing is not just ahead, it is already here, already unfolding, already making its way into your life. So stay close, stay ready, and above all, stay faithful. Your time has come. The next chapter is beginning, and I am walking into it with you.